Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I pray everyone is having a blessed Monday evening. This is a unexpected live, but I do want to come on here and talk about what I just seen. So I'm not going to make this video very long. I'm just going to talk about the video that I seen of Jimmy Levy and Pastor Rich getting banned from a mall, and I believe it was in Orlando, Florida. And the only thing that they did, y'all, was they were singing. That's all they were doing. They were singing in the mall, singing worship in the mall. They took a group of people with them, and they were just bringing the gospel to the mall. And as they were singing, the mall cranked up the music louder than the music they were singing to drown them out. When this took place, they started singing louder and then they got banned from the mall. Now, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but I just saw the video a few minutes ago. One of my friends on Facebook shared it. And I just want to talk about this for a second because when have you ever heard in the United States of being banned from a mall just because you sang worship music in the mall? You don't hear that every day. So the fact that these people were trying to bring the gospel, they were trying to bring worship to the mall, they were trying to save souls because that was their number one thing. They wanted to save souls. They were doing exactly what Jesus called us to do. The Great Commission. The Great Commission, go out and save souls. This really truly got my attention when I saw this video. So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you about this. We will have trials and tribulations. We will be persecuted. Jesus said we will be hated by all for his name's sake. If you are loved by the world, there is something wrong with your message. So, I just want to say this. Keep going. It may look like you're not doing any good. It may look like you're not reaching people, but I promise you, you are reaching people. God bless you, Lucia. Thank you for coming in. How are you? You are reaching people. It doesn't matter how many people you speak to, whether it be one, whether it be 10, whether it be 20, or whether it be thousands. It doesn't matter how many you speak to. What does matter is the message that you bring. Are you going to bring a message that is worldly, or are you going to bring a message that is spiritual? So, whenever we face this persecution, we need to remember that Jesus said rejoice because our names are written in heaven. Because the enemy does not fight against his own, he fights against God's children. We have to remember that every one of us are in a spiritual fight, every one of us. So we have to keep our eyes on God. Keep our eyes on what God has called us to do. When God is in something, it is going to move perfectly. Just like everything that's going on for me right now. God has literally laid steps for every single thing that I have to do. Hi, Denise. You're not late. I just got started. I missed you. I missed every one of you. Um, but yeah, this was an unexpected live because, listen, we need to keep our eyes on God. We need to keep our eyes on the prize. Like Paul said, run the race with all perseverance. How do we run the race with perseverance? We keep going, regardless of what the enemy tries to send against us. We need to keep going. We need to keep that childlike faith. Keep that childlike faith that you had whenever you first became saved, whenever you first came to know the Lord. Get back to your first love. Allow Him to lead, direct, and guide you. Allow Him to be the only one that teaches you. Now, it's okay to have others teach you, but make sure they're teaching you based on the word, which y'all know this. You've been on this channel long enough that you know that you need to test the spirits when they say they're of God. You will know them by their fruits. Just remember, especially concerning this, it was a pastor and a worship leader, I believe is what they were. They got banned from a mall because all they were doing was singing worship music. That's all they were doing, singing worship music. And they got banned from the mall. They had more bravery than most Christians today. We need we need boldness like Daniel. We need boldness like David. We need boldness in this hour. We need discernment in this hour. And we need to know that no matter what, God has us. God has us. He loves us oh so very much. And He will give us the direction if only we follow that direction. Other people may not agree with what God has us doing, but we have to remember keep your eye on what God has given you, keep your eye on what God has shown you. Because when He gives you a vision, He gives you a vision for a reason because that is what He wants you to do. And whenever He lays your path straight, whenever He sets the steps to where you know this is what you need to be doing, whenever He sets those steps, you know that you need to keep going, regardless of anybody that tries to come against you, regardless of what the enemy tries to send against you to keep you off your path, to keep you from your purpose. Continue going. Continue going. Keep the faith. Keep going. Don't give up. You are too close to the prize now, y'all. You are too close to the prize. The rapture of the church is soon, so very soon, and we need to be focused on the Great Commission. And that is exactly what we are doing. Yes, Denise, we cannot give in to our feelings because they will lead us wrong because feelings are always changing. The heart is fickle. Yes. Very sad how Satan and his dominions are persecuting the Christians. Yes, Lucia. Yes. But we have to remember that God said this would happen. Sorry, y'all. I had to plug my phone into the charger. Give me just a second. God said this would happen. He said this would happen. He said we would be hated by all for His name's sake. We need to keep focused. Don't allow the distractions around you to take your focus off of God. Wake up early and spend time with the Lord. If you wake up early and spend time with Him, He will talk with you. It's when you don't have distractions around you, that's when the Lord speaks the most. Over the past 4 months, the Lord has been waking me up at between 3 and 5 a.m. to pray every single day. And I will wake up and I will pray. A lot of times He has me praying in tongues because when you pray in tongues, you pray things that the Spirit knows to pray for that you do not know to pray for. When you are able to speak in tongues, that's what you do. You pray in tongues in your private time with the Lord. But He gave me Psalm 97 today, y'all. And I feel led that I need to read this to you because I read it and I was like, wow, Lord, everybody needs to hear this scripture. So I'm going to read this to you really quickly. Okay, let me open it up to Psalm 97. Okay. Psalm 97 for anyone that wants to read along with me. I'm going to read. The Lord reigns. Let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of isles be glad. Clouds and darkness surround Him. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of His throne. A fire goes before Him and burns up His enemies round about. His lightnings light the world. The earth sees and trembles. The mountains melt like wax at the presence of the Lord. At the presence of the Lord, the whole earth. At the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Let all be put to shame who serve carved images, who boast of idols. Worship him, all you gods. Zion hears and is glad. The daughters of Judah rejoice because of your judgments, O Lord, for you, Lord, are most high above all the earth. You are exalted far above the gods. You who love the Lord hate evil. He preserves the souls of his saints. He delivers them out of the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Lord, you righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holy name. So, as you can see, the Lord is giving us encouragement in these scriptures to keep going. Keep going. Because though it may look like you're not doing anything, though it may look like you're not reaching people, you are. So let me issue a challenge for every single person that watches this video. Do one thing. Do one thing today or tomorrow because it's late. Do one thing tomorrow to go out and spread the gospel among anyone that you know. Anyone that you know that needs Jesus. Go out and spread the gospel. Just find one person that the Lord leads you to share the gospel. And all of heaven will rejoice when that soul gives their life to God. I love each and every one of you. I pray you have a blessed night. And I will go live probably tomorrow. I will post on the community tab when I'm going live. So everyone just be paying attention to the community tab. And if you can't see the community tab, I will post a video and let you know when I'm going live as well. But I just wanted to give you this encouragement, tell you I love you. I pray you have a blessed night. And I will see you tomorrow night, probably around 8 o'clock p.m. Central. I love y'all, and I'll see you soon.